Hello and welcome. This is Weather Mike with your snow southern Minnesota storm alerts. This is kind of going to be half beta testing, half seeing if this thing actually works. Never done this before, especially recording video slash screen recording, the whole works. So we are going to hope that that it actually works for me here. Um, so let's start going through kind of the what things are going to look like for well, let's start from there. Starting tomorrow evening, I believe is what they're predicting. We're going to be getting some amount of measurable snow uh, from tomorrow night-ish through Wednesday. So we're going to have a nice impact of the holiday. Not only that, there is more snow coming behind it. So we're going to also take a preliminary look at that as well. So um, these all these sites. Actually, I should create a list at the bottom of the YouTube video I create for these of at least where I get this information, just so if you want to look at this yourself, you're more than able to. I don't want to hide anything, and everything I use is completely free for access. So I obviously have quite the collection of different links and stuff out here, but we stick with our winter models and forecasting for this. So first thing I always look at is National Weather Service. They're the source of all information, and they're the ones generally telling you the predictions. So let's start there. So if you look out here, they say holiday travel could be significantly impacted on Tuesday night and Wednesday due to heavy snow and blowing snow. Um, I did not bring up the warning area. I should bring that up. Warning area is, as my browser slowly loads up. So we are in a winter storm warning area in the Mankato, southern Minnesota area. And usually, when I set out doing this to start with, just to clarify, Nicollet, Brown, my brain is not working. Obviously, Blue Earth. I kind of did a one county radius around the Mankato area. A good majority of my family and friends are in that area. I figure it's a good place to kind of cover a good portion of A, area of my concern, B, about friends, family, and so on. So the entire what I call my watching area is in a winter storm warning at this point. So if we come back to our winter weather page, and is this still labeled experimental? Nope, it doesn't look like it. So this was an experimental site last year, and I really like looking at this for information. First of all, here is your winter weather message. Kind of break it down by counties, and so if we look to see what they're saying for Blue Earth, heavy snow, total snow of 6 or more inches, wind gusts as high as 40-mile-an-hour winds. Obviously, difficult travel, reduced visibility, all the fun stuff that comes with snow. Here is what they are currently predicting. I have a feeling this will change yet before the things get closer, but I'll cover that here in a minute. So they're saying for kind of the this area here, 8 to 9 inches, maybe some localized areas of 10 if you look up at Wrights Lake. So that's kind of what they're saying is the 8 to 12 inch range. So that's kind of what they quote officially send out. But if you dive into the probabilistic, I can't pronounce that word apparently. Um, when they start giving out their totals, they'll usually give you a range. Well, here is the high end of their total. Mankato, 10 inches. If we jump back down to the low end, well, this is a 90% chance we're going to get 4 inches. So when they say 4 to 10 inches, I think they usually go 4 to 8. But when they say 4 to 10, that's kind of the 90% to 10%. Interesting things you start to learn as you start looking at all of this data that's available out here. They have multiple other models out here, kind of showing all of Minnesota, especially if you're traveling. Here's kind of full state. So if you're heading north, you're better off than heading south. Well, they don't show Iowa, so if you go in Iowa, wind chill forecast. So wind chills aren't too bad. Snow and ice, they're not really showing anything there. I haven't looked through these yet. I probably should have. Like I said, first time. So ultimately, what they're saying is somewhere between 4 and 10 inches. So let's move to the models. So this is where I get the core of my information when I do predictions, and this is usually what I share out. So let's go to the GFS model. This is their predictions are usually, I think it's generally twice a day, and they do 6-hour increments. So at hour 24, which would be 12 p.m. Zulu time or UTC time, that actually translates to, I believe, 6 a.m. Let's double check it. Come on, brain. 12 oh wait, 12. Yeah, 6 a.m. So this at this point is 6 a.m. tomorrow. And you can see there's some snow and rain in southern Minnesota. We jump ahead, that kind of slides north as the rest of it starts to slide in about 6 o'clock Tuesday night, which is midnight UTC. And then by, I guess, you could say probably around 6 a.m. Wednesday to sometime in the morning, let's just say, on Wednesday, it will be out of there. So this is a pretty fast moving system. It's going to be gone within 24 hours? Yeah. So it should be gone within 24 hours. What's interesting, and I should have preloaded these, is here's our next system that they're talking about on Thursday through Sunday or whatever. And that still has a lot of ice and rain associated with that one. So just be on the lookout for that one. Things will change drastically in those models. If we look at what the GFS is telling us for snow, so I take into account two different models, this 10-to-1 and this Kuchera, I think is how it's pronounced. I kind of look at both of them and usually average them together. So they're saying about 7.8. This is about 7.6. So 7 to 8 inches of snow based on that model. This is a different model. And this is kind of, it seems to be the exception here, 9.2 and 10.3. This one I'm questioning right now because every other model I've looked at is saying about that 7 range. So at this particular point, I'm thinking 7 to 8 inches of rain, maybe a little lower, let's just say 6 to 8. I think that's probably going to hit us pretty good there. This is another one showing the timing of the storm. This is by the hour. So you can see it kind of come in here. There's still a chance maybe that it could shift more south or north, I suppose. But it looks like that one's going to be a pretty good hit for us. Yeah, so we are going to stop it there. And so there's my prediction. 6 to 8 inches of snow, and unless things change, it looks like things have been staying pretty steady so far for that range. That would be my guess. So I am going to call it here, and I hope that this is of value. And please let me know if you enjoy that. Um, there's a like button down somewhere. You can click on that or subscribe to this channel. And if you want to get all my updates, you can also hit the bell so you get notified. On YouTube when I publish a new one. This will hopefully be the new medium of choice because I kind of want to um, show you a little bit more more real time, and hopefully it's a little bit easier too for me because it takes me a good I don't know hour to create the blog post, and by doing video, I'm hoping I can visually show you the information you need to see right away. Yeah, I think that's all I had for this time. So this is Weather Mike, and we have snow coming. It's that season again. Talk to you in a couple days when we start talking about the next system. Bye.